So I got home from the office. So yeah, ang project natin today, kaya naka long sleeve pa. Pero ang project natin today is this. And we'll be changing the steering wheel cover kasi hindi ito yung compatible dito. We bought something that hopefully, cross fingers, ito yung mag-fit dito. So we would be changing this one. And then hopefully it fits well. So this is ito yun. Hopefully ito yung mga mag-fit dito. And then ito yung thread, red thread yung gusto natin para medyo sporty. May double-sided na included but I won't be using it. And then ito yung instruction. Tsaka ito yung pantanggal. Pansuksok din. So let's start. This will be removing this yung thread. Ito, nilagyan ko insurance. Pero yeah, remove natin yung thread and then to the next step. So tedious lang yung pagkakabit nito kasi you're gonna have to pass through every thread. Later ipapakita kung paano install. So we just remove the thread. So maikli lang siya actually. Na-cover niya na lahat. So it's the same thing with the new one. So step 1 would be removing whatever it is that is you have installed. It's the old one, or you have to clean the steering wheel. So yeah, actually this is clean because I already cleaned this before. The only difference then talaga is you could say there is actually since this is an old car na, the marks here is definitely due to age. There you go. So that's natural. So all you needed to do is have something that would cover those, since again when you're driving, 90% of the time you're holding, actually 99% of the time you're holding this in the knobs, the shift knob. So definitely you have to be comfortable with this one because this could affect the way how you drive. So you have to feel a lot more comfortable with this one. So now the step 1 is clearing this out. So now it's clear. Second step would be fitting the new cover. So let's start. In terms of fitting, ito na siya. You have to place these two parts in here, and then those two little ones here in the middle. Okay, so we're done with step 2. So step 2 is this, attaching or putting it in a perfect fit with this. It's as if you needed this to be in a perfect position before you start the threading. So good thing, aside from the double-sided in the package, we have 2 needles included and then 2 threads that we could use. So as per my previous experience, 1 thread would also be gonna work well. So let's just use 1. You have to have at least this long in the end, just so you could have something or a specific length. Let's just use 1 feet or isang dangkal yan. Just so when you're gonna buhol or not tie the knot, you have something or have ample length to tie it. Okay, so let's begin with the threading. How was I able to have this kind of, it's not perfect but it looks good, right? So the process is simple. You just have to be on a single side. So if it is here, it will be just here in this side, or if it is down there, it's down that side. But of course we would be going to the easier side, so you just have to thread it here, just 1 here. So thread 1 here on this side and this side. So pull it, and then on that one right there, here, this one, that one. Let me just pause it. So it would be that one over there. Pull it in. So as you can see, I'm still having. So you pull it. So just like the first reminder, you just put it in one side, and then you pull the thread there. You put them in just one place para organized. Yeah. And then you just keep on doing the same process all over up until you got back here. And this is still the 1 inch or the 1 meter, 1 foot for the threading later when we tie the knot. Also, when you're threading, you make sure that in every step of the way you pull it in the same exact post in there. Make sure that it is tightly fit, and then you pull this just so you could make a perfect mark of just the same exact knob. And also, the reason why I told you that this is not necessary anymore is because when you fit it well, and it's not gonna move that much. So it depends on how you thread it. So just make sure that you follow the one-step process, and you'll be able to get good results. So the latest progress, we're halfway there. Ayan. So ito, nakapasok na siya, diba? From this, nakapasok na siya using this. Ito, pinasok lang yan dyan. Ayan, we're halfway there. Ayan, nandito na tayo sa taas. Halfway na yan. So the difference is ito, per stitch meron tayo. So ang ginawa ko dito sa ibabaw yan, itong part lang na to, alternate there. Ayan. So alternate 1, ito, we use this, and then this, and then on the other side ganun din, merong interval na isa. So para makita niyo yung difference, this is the first one we did piece by piece, and then on this top part here to here alternate. Ayan, alternate siya. Ayan. So we're in the middle, so okay, let's have a skip. So what I started 10:30 and I finished 1:48. So here's the final product. Actually, hindi pa naman ako tapos. We still have to tie this down dito. So that's the part 4 or 4 stage is tying it down in. So now in terms of stitching or tying it down, you just have to tie it the cross knot here at the back. Just 1 and then 2. Now, if you're just like me who's not satisfied with already a 2 knot, make it 3. Yeah, there you go. It's already at 3 tie knot. Now, what I usually do is, since we have this, I don't know if you'll see it. Since we have this part here, the holes, we put this in. So to make this a lot more fixed, I just punched some needle here and then some thread, and just like our channel, it's Javen's Media, that's why J and V. And then I'll be fixing this the last part. So the final part in the steering wheel is fixing those excess part inside using this. You just have to push it in the middle. Push lang ng push. So push it. This will be the same process to the other parts, which is in this one, here, and also here. So since I was able to fix it during the stitching part, this one is the one that I got to finalize on. Yeah. So we're done. So in 3 hours of process, what I learned, everything that you worked hard for, definitely it's worth it. And in this part, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with how the steering wheel is. So we changed the steering wheel cover from this to now this. So it looks a lot more better than before. So here, the stitches are really looking good. So again, with the initials, because we're Javen's Media, it'll stay there. And the stitching, I really love it. It's not 100% perfect. There are some imperfections there, but you see the stitches, the red stitches that blends with the texture, smooth ones, and with the holes. And also, it's not that thick compared to the ones that you're just gonna clump it onto your steering wheel. So this feels a lot more better from the original that is slightly withering, compared to the second that I put here as a cover, which is just like a clamp. And then the third one, which is this one, the smooth one. The comparison from the first one to this is that this is a little bit thinner, so you would still feel the texture in the back of the steering wheel. Here, there's some the grip texture. And also, when I change this to this, the texture feels a lot more better. Plus, it covers the part wherein I'm uncomfortable with, which this part, the ones in this part, which is, actually you won't be able to see it because the leather covered it. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something from this one and you will be able to apply it. I'll put the link on how I bought it in Lazada. So here it's actually bought here in the Philippines, but as per how I checked it, it's from overseas. So every comfort that you could put into your car as you drive would definitely make you feel comfortable, and also would make your passengers comfortable as you drive. So drive safely, you guys, and stay safe. Have a really great one. Thank you, and welcome to Javen's Media.